Hi there, just doing a quick video, an introduction to these Gerber fixed blade knives. In the next week I'll be doing tests on each individual knife. I may be calling a favourite, or they may be too different and all have such different purposes that I'll say to buy them all. But just thought I'd run through the basic features of them and just talk a little bit about them. I'll just try and keep this video under 5 minutes. So here is the Gerber Bear Grylls Ultimate Pro Survival Knife. Probably the most garish and eye-catching of the three of them, from the Bear Grylls line. Made in China, made of 9CR19 stainless steel. Has a FRN, fiberglass reinforced handle with a rubber overmold. Has a pommel on the back, has a whistle, has a finger choil, has a plain edge blade which is flat ground, so flat there, and the bevel is just your standard V grind. 40 degree inclusive or 45 degree inclusive outdoor edge, pretty standard stuff. This is the Gerber Strong Arm, again FRN handle, rubber overmold, less guide for the fingers, more up to the user how they hold it. Spike or glass breaker type pommel on the end, plain edge 420 HC blade, coated as is this, made in Portland in the USA in Gerber's factory. And then you've got this, the LMF2, the largest of the three knives, most broad on the face, still has the 5-inch blade as you can see, all of the same blade lengths. This one does weigh about 100 grams more, simply because it has this heavy pommel on the end which has a hammer feature, a impact or a piercing pommel as well, and as well as I said, the broader blade. This comes with serrations only, there are no options to change that. This knife and this knife, probably more geared towards military or general soldiers knife use, so somewhat of a combat knife, particularly this one as it is a bit more dexterous, a bit lighter, and has a very grippy handle, almost requiring gloves, slightly too rough even for hands for long periods of use, just from my initial impression. That may change. This definitely geared towards urban survival. This handle is somewhat insulated, offering the user a protection against if you were to say be cutting through some drywall and hit a live. The rubber handle is big enough for most hands to fit within it without touching either that or that metal. So definitely more of your urban survival purposes, and this is for your woods and outdoor survival, bushcraft perhaps, if you're just starting out and just want the one knife that can do everything fairly well without excelling in anything. All three of them full tang, all three of them initial impressions are very well made. Some people will steer clear of this one because it is highly branded. Other people will steer clear of this one because it doesn't have any of the bells and whistles, it is just a good strong knife. And some people will steer clear of this one because it has serrations. But I think amongst all three of these there is something for everyone. Just a brief note about the steel. So none of these, as you can tell, are carbon steel blades. All of these blades are under 5 inches, this one having the least amount of cutting area because of this added choil. This one having the next, in the middle I suppose, and then this one having the most aggressive cutting edge because part of it is serrated, much heavier as well. This one, knife only, weighs, so this one is 204 grams, this one is 224 grams on my scales, and this one is 331 grams, so you're getting about an extra 100 grams of knife, as I said. Sheaths. Bear Grylls sheath. Wear it one way, vertical only, your belt goes through here. There's a sharpener, like a pull-through carbide sharpener on the back. Grips here, so you can hold the knife, pull it out. Got a fire steel, which slots through there, fits quite snugly into the sheath. Strong Arm has a highly adaptable variable sheath. Friction holds the knife. This fits into these grooves on the knife handle. Quite intelligent design. multiple carry options, comes with a plastic clip you can put through here, wear it horizontal or vertical. So vertical this way on your belt using just the loop as standard. Horizontal by taking this nylon piece off, using some molly locking and fixing a separate plastic clip which does come in the box, which I haven't got around to fixing yet. No extra frills though, no sharpeners, no whistles, no fire steels. And this sheath, extremely robust. Multiple attachment methods, so molly compatible, belt compatible, comes with ankle and thigh strapping, does have a pull-through sharpener. No other features apart from that though, no whistles or fire steels or anything like that. This is a very, very high quality sheath, probably the best sheath I've had. It's made of this sort of somewhat rubbery plastic material, so it has some grip on it. Retains the knife very well with these two button snaps, which I always prefer over the Velcro, which can tend to peel off, as this one already is. I would just glue that, but there you go. Always prefer the button snaps. So that's the three knives. My initial impressions are, yeah, as I said, very favourable. I think any of these knives would serve you well, but there might be certain things that one does better than the other that might tip you in favour. My initial impression, see if I'm wrong, is that this one or this one may be the best bush or woods knife. This one might be your best kit, survival, or heavy duty working knife, but we'll see. So stay tuned. On Monday I'm going to do some shooting. I'm camping that night, so I'll probably get the upload done by, I'd say, Wednesday, Australian time. Alright. And of course, they'll all be compared to my current main blade, the Falcon Even F1. So stay tuned. Prices as well, 60 to 70 Australian I've found. This is sitting on about 90 to 100 Australian, 120. So as the weight goes up, the price goes up, pretty much. Okay. Anything else to discuss now? Probably stainless versus carbon. I won't go into it as much, but I'm fine with these being stainless knives because they're only 5-inch blades. Once you start getting really long blades, you start to want carbon steel because it has a lot of higher qualities of toughness and shock resistance and things like that for if you're going to be doing chopping. But for what these are, and these aren't small knives, and they're certainly quite robust, but for what these are, I think stainless is just fine. And that extra bit of corrosion protection works very well for me because I do a lot of river-based camping, so there we go. Alright, that'll be all for now. So stay tuned for standalone videos on all three of these knives and some other cool products I've recently acquired. So see you later. Thanks.